I was
This,
like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
this session
Oh,
is
no.
a
minute now.
David Cinematic Universe crossover episode.
I've had several groups ask me about that.
His other group all joins right now.
Battle time.
Seriously, I've had multiple people ask me, like, when are we all going to have, like, a 30-man session?
Oh, God.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And we're all in combat.
Oh, you get through like a half a turn in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is... I've been doing this thing for my other groups where I'll change, like, their main menu, like, this picture, depending on, like, where they are. And I was like, that'd be cool to do for y'all too. But I just realized that, yeah, now it says not y'all's group.
And I can't even click on characters because we don't exist.
Oh, I wonder why.
Really cool though.
God.
Journal.
Yeah, so we're in
Damn it.
the right one. It's just
Well,
this.
it was.
Oh yeah, it's just this picture says the wrong thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was Diamond Dragons before.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find
It
that
was a
picture
static
again so I
image.
can. Yeah, so I can throw it up. Here it is.
We don't exist anymore. New campaign. We're taking
We got
over the other
retcon,
groups.
dude.
Yep.
Because this is a future
Come on.
location, but not where you currently are.
Oh wow. Spoiler.
Yeah, big spoilers.
You just can't win, David.
Can't win. Although I do not know why that character's one is gone. That's dumb. Oh well. Ventus,
Huh?
will you walk us through what happened with your group last time?
We're just fighting. Oh, Aslos killed the dog,
Hmm.
sadly,
Sad death.
and we're just fighting. I think. I don't remember if anything like special happens.
Yeah,
after
the-
that.
dude went
Aslos
dog
killed
guy,
the
right?
dog. Okay, you act like I was the only one that went for the dog. Like, alright, now
As
I'm
I
getting
slaughtered an
played
innocent dog.
like it's some puppy. Like, fuck off.
All by himself.
Yeah. For anyone else that's listening, dog gets thrown way out of context.
Yeah, like, we're really reaching with dog here, okay?
It was a dog and a block of ice at the beginning of this combat. That's super
I don't-
funny.
Aslos is like pretty doped out and just like was all about killing that dog last week. You know, after his dental surgery.
Yeah, like, you know, it's so fucked up. I thought we were trying to befriend the
Like,
dog.
dude,
You know,
not to.
I
You
thought,
did it in
I
one
thought you
turn.
guys were just fighting an ice cube and then fucking start swinging
Only
that
thing,
dog.
like we act like it's our best friend, you know, was gonna like just leave us alone. Yeah, all good, man. You know, it's fine.
We don't even care. But no, I don't remember anything like super special happening during the fight though.
Yeah. That's fair.
Maybe when we get back to the scene, I'll remember more.
Yeah.
But I thought I
Monster was pretty
remember.
crazy, right?
Yeah, the monster going
coming out of
crazy
the water,
that last turn.
Picking up the water and all that shit. Something.
Yeah, pretty much. And what happened on the other side? On the top side?
Injury.
I think all we did was kind of plan what we were gonna do next with the four. We talked to a drow and maybe we think we have a way to convince them to step aside for some of the battles at least.
What is y'all's plan moving forward?
It's risky.
But it's awesome.
Fio doesn't like how risky it is.
So
I thought y'all kind of had a plan coming into
we do. Yeah, we do. So
this session.
we're Jaryu is gonna go in under the guise of being a defector, and he's gonna try to sympathize with the Drow, and he's gonna lie to the Wanti and say that his army is ready to defect and turn on the humans and other dwarves. And then he's going to try to get an audience with the Drow captain and tell them to, you know, kind of step aside.
And yeah, I know that you aren't particularly happy with this fight, but I guess we can get into that whenever we get into session. Is there anything that anyone wants to add or clarify or ask questions about?
Did Picard show up yet?
Yes.
Side?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
he's the one that brought
He's the one
route.
that brought.
Yeah,
the
right.
POW.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now. All coming back.
Yeah,
Coming
yeah.
back.
Okay. Yeah, if everyone is good, then we can just go ahead and play. I did want to start us off with a quick cinematic because I think it's going to be kind of relevant to, I think, what is going to be happening with our topside boys. So it might be fun to set y'all up a little bit. So I'm fixing something really fast. Hold on. And okay. So I never really know how to start these. The camera pans to a series of tunnels, and deeper and deeper within these tunnels, the light gets darker and darker, and you see a lone figure that is walking down these tunnels. She is wearing dark violet robes, almost black, as she makes her way down these tunnels, and you can see her bright white hair reflective in what little light is emerging here. And she walks with a simple candle down freshly carved tunnels until after several minutes she reaches her destination. And at the end of this cavern that she walks to, you can see this statue in front of her. It depicts a woman in torso and a spider in body, with legs coming out from it like a spider. The statue appears old and not busted, but eroded, as though it's been underground outside of the sun for a long time. And the woman steps forward to the statue and places down her candle to illuminate the cavern as she looks up at the large statue for several moments in silence until she finally begins to speak to it. It's odd, you know, coming down here and speaking to a god that you're introduced to. All my life I was raised under one god, but now I've met you. And she speaks as though she's speaking to herself, but also looking at the statue, which provides no response to her. It's almost like an outward monologue directed at this statue. And she continues to look up at it. You've promised me a lot of things. You've promised my people a lot. But we have yet to see anything come of it. When the Nazal-spoken brought me down here to you, he believed that he was doing our elves a favor. I traded away my race to you in the hopes that you would guide us out from this. An entire culture of people are building temples to you. under the guise of your power. And I don't know how to tell them that beyond our skin turning indigo and our hair bleaching white, that we haven't gotten anything else from you. And you can see on her countenance that she's almost becoming angry. I don't know what you want from me. We've built your tunnels. We've found the Underdark. I've done everything you've asked of me. And my hands are still empty. And her gaze shifts from the statue now to the candle that's flickering. As she takes a long silence and begins to speak again. I've also made promises to those snakes in exchange for help and for power. And they haven't come through either. All we want is a city. A landmass. I want to finish what my uncle started in Aboria. Yet they're carving out their territory in the southern marshlands. When we tried to siege the city, they were nowhere to be seen. Am I being made a fool of a goddess and a people all at once? The worst part, I don't know how to escape them. I feel intertwined by a snake's coil. And the more that I struggle and resist and fight to escape it, the harder it squeezes. And she looks back up at the statue now with tears in her eyes. They've realized that they're stronger than us. They know that they don't need us. And I don't know where to go from here. I've sold out my people to a race that wants to devour them. And you're doing nothing to help me with it. And an uncomfortable silence fills the chamber as she just stares at the statue, and the flames get smaller and smaller off the candle until finally she hears a voice in her head, and it booms throughout this chamber. Then let me show you what your people can become. And the candle goes out. Damn. Thank you for ever drew that.
Angry dark elf.
Angry dark elf.
With white hair and purple skin.
Yep. Trademark. And so I want to go back to the top side. Where the 3.5 of you, Picard being a half, are discussing the next move.
So we have the plan then.
Some fail. I
think we have the
failed
plan.
to enter.
Yeah, I got a
I mean, it's yeah,
black screen.
it's big risky, but we just got to be close. Like, I just wish I could know that, like, hey, it's not gonna work, and we know to like storm it. Wish there was a mechanism for that.
Well, Yokizos will be close.
But okay.
It's a risk either way, but
Well, me and Picard and the men will be ready for sure.
And Picard kind of takes a
Whatever,
step
I don't
forward
know.
and he says, "So just understand, we're sending Jaryu with our prisoners of war to attempt to parley with their commander."
Not necessarily parlay. That's what I thought. But instead, they're gonna act as defectors, so they're gonna go on their own. We're gonna be in, we can't be seen at all, so that they can go and talk and hopefully bullshit enough. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jaru here. Or, God damn it. No, I didn't say rule.
No,
Anyways,
right.
whatever. Okay.
The intent
Correct me
is
if
to
I'm
trick
wrong,
the
the idea-
Yonti and be truthful with the Drow and try to get them to defect by playing the cards of clearly you're lesser here, so we'll let you leave.
Yeah, you know you're being exploited, right? Like, so
And
we're
I
not
think
asking.
Plan B is you're in there. Once you're in there, maybe you can do some other stuff if the stuff breaks bad to help us get over there.
Yeah, Plan B is
Yeah,
he's gonna do
yeah,
that.
100%.
He's gonna do that, and I guess the Plan B would also be if shit breaks wrong. Regardless, the ship's gonna go blow up, right? But maybe the ship blows up earlier to help distract and get Jaryu out of there. You know what I mean? So when the ship blows up behind Fort Pike, Jaryu will have more time to get the bridge down. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. But what I'd like to do, the ideal success here would be to get the Drow captain alone to explain to him that we're not asking for an alliance with the Drow. We're simply asking them to step aside.
Step aside in the interest of their own life. That's all. It's all you have to play towards. You don't even have to. Yeah, no alliance.
The hardest part of this plan is separating myself from the Wanti long enough to have this conversation. And that there'll be some truth and some lies.
I have not known
And
you for long,
you
Jaryu,
said,
but you have my full trust in this.
Better you than me. You said that Yokizis would be close to you.
Yes.
I'll be down in the water
Not going on
the south side of Fort Pike, basically.
Okay, so you are getting on the boat. You're getting the boat situation figured out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the boat situation figured out, and then I'm going to lie in wait, basically underneath the island, and I'll be able to get up there whenever I need to.
And we'll be able to telepathically communicate.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when shit hits the fan, we'll know it. On the other side of the
you'll know it. Yeah.
fort. We'll know it. Me and Picard will lead the bulk of everything, right? To crash in if need be. Ready to provide distraction, start volleying, whatever.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And Picard kind of looks at
Picard,
you,
you good?
Fael, and says, "This is excessively risky. But if you
I don't like it
if you're
because
signing off on a
it's up to
lieutenant, then
Jaru.
We need to conserve as many men as we can to take
Jaru's
the
willing
keep.
to risk it.
This is our best chance of doing that.
and Picard gives you a nod. Fael
Well.
says, "If you sign off on a lieutenant, then I'll be behind you."
Well, ultimately, I'm signing off because Jaru is taking the hit if it doesn't work, and hopefully turn it in a bad situation into a good one by being inside, because that was the original plan anyways, was to get Jaru inside. Right? Jaru. So...
just call me Ja.
Okay. We'll roll the dice. We just gotta roll the dice. Okay.
Alright. We don't have much more time to wait, so let's go do this.
So, Jaryu, what do you do?
Well, we have to get the two Drow out of cuffs, and I'm gonna slowly walk up to the two Drow and say, Do you think you could help me get in to see your captain?
And the one kind of looks at the other, and they turn back to you and say,
Hold on.
Get you.
Oh, sorry. Finish that, and then I something just popped in my head.
You begin to walk over Yukizus in the middle of the sentence. And the one drow that's kind of been the spokesperson of these two says, we can get you to the fort. But once we get you there, it's out of our hands.
Well,
I
then
have a way to get 10 of us into the back of the fort once we blow it up.
But are you saying that to the drow? Like,
No, I'm saying this to. Sorry, I'm saying this to Fail. Sorry.
Okay.
So you went inside the All Temple to talk to the captives, and me and
So you guys are still on that.
outside?
Okay.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
went
We did
inside.
separate from them so that they couldn't hear anything last session.
Right.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
went inside. So yeah, sorry.
Really
I walked
careful
up
about
to.
that. Yeah.
I was still thinking I was out front. So.
okay. Well, I just look at the drow solemnly and say that'll have to do. And while I'm in the All Temple still, you said this was like a stockpile for munitions and
Yeah, you can see that they've kind of been using it as like a reserve base.
clothing. Okay, so like, I already have my like battle armor on, but I want to like look for stuff that could make me slightly more like, run down in appearance. Like, I'm sure some of this Wanti garbage is probably pretty run down. I also want to look for any munitions that I can. Anything that I could use in a pinch.
Yeah, and one of the drow kind of says this to you. They're not going to let you in with that armor on.
Why? Only the drow would know. The drow would barely know this armor.
They might let you in with it, but I doubt they'll let you keep it.
Who?
Or captain.
Why?
They don't want you armored and weaponed. I was gonna say armored and armed, but
Yeah, but as you spoke truthfully before that, I mean, the captain has nothing to fear from me.
and the other one kind of raises an eyebrow, or does he?
No, he doesn't. We're both from the same place. You pray to the sister god of my god.
The two of them kind of turn and look at each other. You can tell that this is actually new news to them. They did not know this.
Fuck.
Do you not pray to Loth?
And one of them like kind of squirms, and the other one kind of speaks up and says, "Our reverence to Loth is a complicated subject at the moment."
Well, damn it, boy, how do I know more about this than you?
And he kind of shrugs. This is pretty new for us.
He'll let me in.
The other kind of raises his hand. Okay, if you say so. Like I said, we can bring you there. Once you're there, that's a little out of our hands.
Alright, well, I ignore them for a few minutes and I go looking for stuff.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me. What kind of ammunition are you looking for? Are you looking for like bolts or bow or like arrows or?
Well, I guess it's like a issue. Yeah, I'm looking for more like easy to use explosives. Like anything that I could fashion into.
Yeah, you find some like larger explosives, nothing that you could like carefully take with you. Something that does stand out to you that you are able to find is a vial of alchemist fire.
What does that do?
I'll put it on your character sheet.
Okay.
So when I walk up to Fael, so remember when I was talking about the whole water walk thing?
Hmm?
Turns out I didn't read my spell in my spell book very well. And I can take 10 people on the water. And I have another spell that'll let all 10 of us get onto the island from the water. So what would you think about splitting some forces to let us 10 of us flank from behind?
It changes things. Picard.
You could still have half the forces on the bridge.
Even I could go with you.
And the rest of us could flank. And however you want to break up the men doesn't.
Or more than 20.
Okay, well, whoever you can take 10 of us to
max you out.
Right, max me out. Put the rest on the bridge. However you want to disperse the men.
For sure.
Whether it's with Picard, without Picard, with you, without you, but 10 people, me included.
Yeah, I'm tempted Picard to go with them, but like.
Don't forget whoever's on the bridge to take that cannon.
And Picard kind of looks between the two of you and he says, if you want me to command men on a bridge, that's actually something that we've done before. So I have good experience with that. Of course, Fail, we would appreciate having you, but I also understand this is a pretty sensitive and unique situation.
If anything, if all shit breaks loose, this gives us 10 people to try to extract Jaryu, right? If we have to.
Alright, the math changed when we decided to send him in there. on his own. Like, that was not the plan. He was at least going to have backup. It's going to be orchestrated, so I feel like, I don't know, I have this impulse to be closer to that situation and be with Yokizos. That we know this, because that's very
Get 8 of your men and come with me, Fael. It sounds like Picard feels comfortable to take the bridge.
Yeah. Alright, and who knows, right? Because once we're on the island, that doesn't necessarily mean we're in the fort, and then maybe I have to peel off and help with the bridge. You know, we'll all be in the same area anyways. So, we can still be dynamic as need be. Okay, I like it.
Alright, grab 8 men. We're going to the water now.
And Picard didn't, last wave, let's go ahead and just do it now. Let's get some of our more crafty individuals. You got any guys that are more sneaky or capable of infiltrating the infiltrating team? Remember the last phase? I was talking about like grapple hooks and shit.
As they're talking, I'm gonna step outside with my death fungus.
The drow as well.
Yeah, and the 2 drow in tow. And I like to think that I found a blanket or like some sort of like just makeshift robe that I've like draped over myself to kind of shroud myself.
Like a potato sack.
Yeah, just like totally janky looking, right? Just
yeah, super weird.
Yeah.
And as you come out with the death fungus and the 2 drow, the group of you hear a really loud like whistle. And Picard immediately snaps up with his face and he says, "That's the reinforcement."
Alright, well, Picard, you know your station. The rest of us know ours. So we're going to go ahead and get down in the water. So that we can be in place. I need to go talk to the dwarves, too.
And he gives you all a nod, and Fael, he puts his hand out. He says, "We'll see you on the other side."
Pleasure so far. Nothing but faith in this.
And he just gives you a nod. Aiden, speak.
Don't work.
And then I cast Water Walk. And
what does it look like?
So it's just like basically kind of some blue magical misty stuff kind of swirls around, and then it like attaches to everyone's feet, like the bottom of their feet. Looks like they got little glowing shoes.
Yeah.
And then it disappears, and then I jump off the ledge like onto the water, and instead of splashing, it just looks like I landed on pavement basically. So I kind of
Yeah,
catch,
looks
I kind of steady
cool.
myself, and then I kind of sulk into the shadows underneath the bridge, and wait for the others.
Okay, cool. And with that, I want to go back down into
This
the
is a little
sewers.
bit of ways from Jaryu, right?
Yeah, like
yeah, because we had already
exactly.
started walking.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
already been separated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't. Yeah, technically, Jaryu does not know that we have a bigger group in the.
I don't know anything.
You don't know nothing.
I don't know anything.
You don't know nothing.
Okay. Let's get back into this combat.
Oh shit! Still got me blacked out.
Really?
I refreshed mine and I had to re-log in.
Yeah, that whole thing
Now,
was
let me
back for
just
me.
refresh.
Oh no. I'll show you the statue of
I
Law.
was clicking around
Cool.
to Ocaria and stuff to get to a map.
You see the statue.
Oh man. Oh, you can see the statue.
Like an alligator thing.
Yeah, that was
Obsidian.
that seemed different than. I see the All Temple. That's what I didn't see.
Huh? How weird. Well, let me know when everyone's refreshed and can see this battle map. Okay.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm gonna shrink this this token to reflect its actual thing.
I'll get there. Don't worry about me. I'm getting there.
Yeah, I guess you don't really matter, huh? Okay, it's the Rat King's turn. The Rat King is going to use his bonus action to cunning action and disengage from the Ophidian and pull himself out from the water.
Rat King, stay in my circle of acid resistance, whatever it is, aspect of the worm.
And he gives you a nod, like a quick yeah, shut up, nod. He gets into the circle. And he is going to pull out his pistol, Rio's multi-attack, and is going to shoot twice at the Ophidian. And that does hit. So he's going to take 16 of that damage. And he's going to fire another shot. That also hits. And he takes 14 of that damage. Oof, more math than I want. He finds himself like securely in the circle, so he's pretty chill right there. Is going to end his turn. Ventus, it's your turn.
Wait, can I see the Rat King's health? I can only see that he's.
Oh yeah, let me show you. Nice go to see.
Okay. Alright, Rat King doesn't need my help. Alright, for my turn, I'm going to use my new feat, Quickened Healing.
Oh wow. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's from Tasha's.
That's kind of cool.
Alright, that's my turn. And then I will use my bonus action to patient defense and dodge.
Okay. I'm
And then I'll
dodging for you.
I think I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna stay here. That's my turn.
Already? Oops. I put it on Aslo's. Why? Couldn't tell you.
What?
There we go. Lopin's turn. To make things.
Attack
Yeah.
ice.
Did you skip?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You did
shit, don't
That's
skip our
why
damage
I.
dealer.
That's why it got applied to
What?
Aslos. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Aslos, it's your turn.
Alright.
Don't skip our damage.
I'm gonna attack the ice cube just because I was gonna attack this other thing next to me, but
Yeah.
you skipped me, so now I gotta go for the cube.
Gotta go for the cube. You can see inside the cube, the swarm of rats are just like suspended inside of it.
Yeah, I'm showing like no regard for them, just going like
Yeah.
full axe right into it.
Let's see it. That definitely hits the cube. Very nice. And
Yeah,
as you're
no,
like cutting into it, you can see like splatters of it, like glancing off.
Yeah, I'll go one more time for it.
Okay.
Actually, can you turn on Greater Weapon Master for me?
I can.
I'm gonna do that for this turn. A very rare instance, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that it doesn't take much to hit it.
The biggin. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, that hits.
It was close.
Oh no, it was close to a crit.
Oh,
You rolled a 19.
very close. Oh, I was about to say it was close to not hitting it. I'm like, oh fuck.
This cube's got armor. No, you crash into this cube as you watch chunks of the gel like explode out. It's kind of gross.
All right, yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay. For funsies, Fail, do you want to be Lopin? Nah, I'll take care of him this turn. Yeah, I think you're right. Lopin is going to stow his warhammer and pull out his crossbow and kind of lean over to you, Jen, and ask you, who do you think I should shoot here?
The giant freaking monster.
Lopin kind of shakes his head. Yes. Yes, of course. Okay, we shoot. And he's going to shoot his crossbow. Wow. He does not hit.
Oh no.
He has another shot.
That looks like a good shot.
That looked like a good shot too.
The crossbow goes. The first one goes like it hits him, but it doesn't penetrate his scales. And the second one goes way wide. And he kind of looks at you, Jid, and kind of shrugs. I am a mace master, not a crossbowman.
It happens. Just get to cranking.
And it's now this monitor's turn. He is going to use his multi-attack. So he's going to bite and then unarmed strike. Alsos.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, it does.
And so he sinks his mouth onto your shoulder, I guess. I didn't really think that one through. I just put bite. And he's going to try and punch you. So he bites. The lightning damage is absolutely not there. So it's just this.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's not much, but you can feel kind of behind you just like a and then a punch on your shoulder. It's now this swarm of rats' turn, who is going to look at the Rat King, who gestures them down. So they're going to jump down and begin to attack the Ophidian. Thanks to the Rat King's feature, All Hail the King, they get 2 bites. They're going to bite once. And hit. And they're going to go in for another chop as they just begin to go over this Ophidian. Wow. They're doing it. And yep, that's him. The Ophidian is going to he's going to risk the opportunity attack to pull himself up on the pipe. And his gamble pays off.
Oh, wow.
Yep, he runs after the Rat King and is going to go for claws. Which hit. And then the bite. His big chomper. Which hits. So he's going to take some damage, and I guess I didn't put it on the thing, but he does have to roll a Constitution saving throw. Which I'm adding to the thingy. After being bit. Poof! The Rat King passes. And I want for Jen and Ventus, since the two of you are right next to him, I want for you to roll me nature checks. Jen, you notice as you watch him getting bit, that kind of trailing from the Ophidian's teeth is a really dark, kind of almost shiny emerald liquid that that you can just kind of see kind of pouring out from his jaws as he goes in to bite the Rat King.
Can I intercept, or does he get bit no matter what?
He still gets bit, but you can see that this bite, it's not just a bite.
Yeah, I've been getting poisoned a lot lately, so I definitely know what's going on over here. And that's not good.
Starting to get a 1T theme of things. Yeah, so you watch that happen, you kind of pick up on it. And Sornin, it's your turn.
Sornin's gonna shoot a bolt at the big cube of doom.
The cube of doom, yes.
Oh.
No.
Poor Sornin fails to make an impact in this fight. But soon he will.
Alright.
Would you like to move anywhere, Sornin?
Nope.
Okay. Thunder, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to
Produce flame?
How does this work? Wait, how do I change this? Weird.
Nah, man, what are you doing? You're supposed to just cast polymorph and move on. What are you doing?
I'm gonna conjure a water elemental.
He has so many spells.
Let me import a water elemental for you.
90 feet, so I'm putting it right there.
Whoa, bro. What are you doing?
Okay, on the pipe, or...
How tall is he?
That is an important distinction.
Well, it might not be the water elemental. Because if they're like...
Through the pipe.
If they're like 10 feet, well, yeah, I mean, they can walk through whatever they want. I'm trying to see how tall they are.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, for now, let's just put it in the water. Right next to the big thing.
Probably 12 or 14 foot. My guess. Blind ass guess.
I think you should be able to move it now.
It says 4 to 40 feet. Well, that doesn't fucking help. That's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
But even then, if you go average of like, let's say like 17.
What is that
say
considered?
40.
Is that considered large or huge based on shape?
It's a large creature.
16 feet.
But you can't move it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, 16 feet.
You
If
go.
that is considered large in the shape.
Yeah, it is classified as a large monster.
10 by 10.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, 16 feet.
He is standing right there. And because there are 2 people in his area, he's going to use Whelm. So, let's see. They must succeed on a DC 15 strength, so on a failure they take 13 bludgeoning damage if it's large or smaller. If it is also grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and unable to breathe unless he can breathe water, which doesn't affect the monster thing, but still being grappled.
Yes. All of that will happen. If it's in the water, I do need a con save as well.
Hold on, what kind of damage does it take? in the water?
Poison.
Okay. Hold on. They are damage immune to poison and condition immune to poison.
Okay, then I don't.
That's why I put
Okay,
that one.
so, well, each creature in the elemental space.
There's a DC 15 save.
Now,
15 strength.
I do think this includes Aslos.
No, it can only grapple up to 2 creatures. Or 2 medium or smaller, so hold on. You can grapple 1 large creature or up to 2 medium. I don't have Aslos in my range though.
Of the elemental?
Yeah. He's not inside of it. So they have to be sharing
Is
the
this
same
like
space.
if the in it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the distinction. Is it inside of it or
So
outside?
I guess
of it?
I can
Yeah.
only
Gotcha.
choose
That's-
1 large creature to be
Yeah.
restrained, so I'm going to choose that guy if he fails it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they both take damage regardless, if they fail. Let's see, creature within 5 feet. No, that's a different. Medium, smaller.
Okay, so you're choosing this guy. It's not a magic thingy, so the magic resistance doesn't count.
Oh man.
Does he take like half damage or anything?
So hold on, I'm trying to see. I don't know if it.
If the saving throw is successful, the target is pushed out of the elemental space.
Okay.
So I guess he just goes up there.
Yeah, and then this guy also has to make a save. God damn.
That's a strong cube, but he's
Yeah.
also pushed out of the space. So I guess he gets pushed there.
So if okay, hold on. Does that cost 1 action? Okay, so that's the water elemental's action, and I used my spell as my action, but I'm also going to bonus action wild shape. Hold on, let me see how many he has. 1 left. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm not used to playing this guy.
Okay.
You can bonus action wild shape.
Yep, that's Circle of the Moon
Yep.
Druid, which is specifically what you picked. Yeah.
Circle moon.
Let's see. God damn. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna turn
Be
into a
hard.
giant crocodile.
Okay.
Fuck
Those
yeah.
look pretty cool. Let me find your giant crocodile. There it is.
Oh, I don't have permission to upload files. What?
And you are wild shaping. Meow.
Yeah. Jesus
It is
Christ.
freaking giant.
Bigger thunder.
Are you staying up on the rock?
Sliding off
Yeah. Yeah,
like
he's
now
staying,
you're
he's
just on
staying
this
up on
slab.
the rock
Yeah,
for now.
the whole slab.
but-
Sure. You just can't see it.
Yeah. He's just basically
Also, you're like
completely
you're kind of
surrounded.
coiled around.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Coiled
Much
around
better
that
than the
guy.
owl.
Yeah. That is a gigantic alligator. Okay.
That's a big
yeah.
old gator.
And that's in a big roar. You turn into a big gator.
Yep.
Okay. Now it's the cube's turn. Unfazed by it getting pushed away, it is going to move 15 feet forward, Aslos, into your space to try and engulf you. And
Nope.
it tries its best, but it is unable. So you can choose on a successful save to be pushed back 5 feet or to the side of the cube.
I like to think that the cube just grabs
5 feet.
Asmus's leg.
No, wait.
on
To
him.
the side of the cube.
Yeah,
Can you push
it's
me like to here, like, or do I go on top of him?
kind of don't know. I guess either one. Because
Here,
I
I
think
want
I
there.
think what they're trying to show is that like you dodge it, essentially. Like you like go like around it kind of
I don't
thing.
want this bastard biting my arm anymore. I want to go there.
Yeah, you can see the 2 teeth marks where you're just like, okay, yeah, very good. You dodge the cubes, engulf. That's all it can do. It did its thing.
Oh, cube.
Oh, cube. Okay, it is the Wastrelith's turn. It is going to open up its mouth and drink some of this water. Water. And now it's going to do its multi-action.
He's drinking the black water, or is
Yeah, his
Okay.
icky water, the yucky water. And he's going to open with his bite and 2 claws against the water elemental. So here's its bite.
Definite miss, dude.
Okay, that's all piercing, so I don't know. It's technically non-magical. It's just a bite. So
Could have
half.
some resistance there.
Yeah, it's half damage. I think he might have stepped away, so I'll take care of it. Yeah, that's half damage. And he has 2 claws. So he's gonna slash 1.
Oh man, this thing is
Damage.
beefy. God.
The elemental?
Yeah.
It is VV. Can y'all see it, tell?
No, but
Oh, here.
barely injured. That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
barely
it's actually,
injured.
it's a
Bro,
bit
it's like
chunkier
me,
than I was
dude.
expecting. Yeah, it's a bit chunkier.
I also can't see the alligator's health.
Ooh, I'll fix that too.
You mean giant
There you
thunder?
go. Giant thunder. Junder. Okay, let me roll. I think
Gender.
the 16 hit. Yeah, it does. Okay, so here's the damage behind the claws. He's going to take half of that. And then for his final action, he has the grasping spout, where the water whip is going to come up once again and whip outwards, and is going to attempt to grab you, Ventus.
Oh, again.
The trauma reemerges as you watch this water whip slap towards you.
God, fuck!
Oh no! And it wraps around your waist. You watch your wings like fly open as you get pulled down once again.
My
Down
aura
into the
comes
water.
with me.
Does it? I guess it
Yeah,
does surround you.
yeah.
Oh no.
And so you're gonna take this damage.
How much of this is the acid damage?
All of it. All of this is acid damage.
Okay, so I'm resistant right now because of the aura.
And I don't think the aura has like concentration or anything like that, correct?
I don't think so. It's just like a minute long or something.
Okay. And I also need a con save from you. Because you're now swimming in this corrupted water. You...
Oh no.
And now... I couldn't remember if this is a thing or not. Can you be poisoned?
I cannot be poisoned.
That's right, you can't be poisoned. Because you are a monk. So instead, you will take this damage. But you cannot be poisoned. So... The toxins of this water do not enter your body. They just hurt your feathers.
Okay.
And that's the Wastrelith's turn. That's all it can do. And Jen, it's your turn.
Well, we're in quite the dilly. I'm like want to help Ventus, but I don't really know how. So
I'll be fine. I got potions still,
You good?
and I'm dodging in the water.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but you are. I really don't know what that translates
I can
to.
stand on liquid surfaces. I think.
Having just watched the Rat King getting bit and then Ventus snatched, I'm like, well, shit. I guess I'll deal with the situation I can in. So I'll go help the Rat King, and I move up and attack this guy
Mhm.
with a Light Snatcher.
Yeah, you kind of have like four little separate battles going on. There's the Crocodile Rock battle, Azlos versus the Cube.
Wow.
And that does hit.
Nice.
I want like a comic book about that. Aslos versus the Cube, dude.
Yeah, it's the real battle royale.
Am I sneaking right now? I clicked the macro, but
Let me do the thing for you. Boop.
I think my macro is still broken.
Yeah, I think that macro will probably be broken. I might be able to apply this one as a macro for you. We'll have to see. Oh shit! I kind of forgot to sneak attack. The Rat King is there. You kill it dead. What does it look like?
So as he's got like taken a bite out of the Rat King, I run him through with Light Snatcher, and
Ooh,
then
yeah.
I've got a pretty bad feeling about what's going to be happening in the not too distant future with the Rat King.
I really like that you and the Rat King are kind of fighting in your own little fight together. As you've scored several sneak attacks kind of off of each other. I think that's pretty sick, actually.
Fitting.
Yeah, you as you pull Light Snatcher out of this Ophidian, you notice that your blade is kind of streaked in like this kind of greenish, like that same kind of dark green shiny liquid. It's not doing anything to the blade, but you can see that it's covered in both red blood and this green liquid.
Do I get the sense that this creature is Yanti related?
You can roll me a nature check. You are not conclusive. But as you like kind of look at this thing more, it seems less and less 1T. It just doesn't look 1T to you.
So I'll ask the Rat King, do you know what that thing just did to you?
And he is kind of has his hand over where he got bit, and he shakes his head and he says, "I've never seen a thing like this in my life."
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Well, I hope you don't die.
And the
Or
Rat
do
King
I?
pauses and just kind of nods.
And from there, I'm gonna move over towards Croc Thunder.
Perfect. Sounds good.
And then I'm done.
Okay. I'm gonna apply the remove the half cover from Croc Thunder because he's certainly not covered. And it's now this experiment's turn. He is going to attempt to spear the crocodile. The giant crocodile, I should say.
No.
And yeah, he is not able to penetrate past
scared.
the hard scales. He kind of lightly jabs as this crocodile roars out at him. Okay, very good. That's round 4. We will start back at round 5 in about 30 minutes or so. Okay. So there are going to be a couple things happening over here. The first of which being Yokizos. You have made your way down to the river. I had honestly a lot of trouble finding like a piece of art that depicted what I wanted from this fort. The closest I could really get is like this. So
terrible.
we'll use. It's not great, but I really could not find like fort on a river in a city. They're all like on the ocean.
Time to go to Midjourney.
Yeah, so we don't have much to work with. It's like maybe like this, but much smaller.
Yeah, just smaller, right?
Yeah, like the scale is much smaller. Anyway, just to give y'all something to look at. The Yokizos, you make your way down to the river, and in the twilight of morning, you cast Water Walking and watch as yours and I guess Fail's and the other soldiers' feet begin to glow a soft blue as you begin to walk toward the water and kind of test it out by placing your heel and then the front of your foot and then your whole foot on the water, where you watch it rest upon these small waves as it's kind of lapping up against your boots. And you find that it's successful. Jaryu, you watch at the front of the All Temple, where Captain Picard is meeting up with the fresh men that have arrived from the Arcane College. And you see them all begin to surround him, maybe a group of 20 or so men. And he is drawing in the dirt the plan that has been discussed and approved by Lieutenant Linden. What do you do?
David, real quick, is there a different scene? Because I still see the All Temple.
No, I just put pictures in the chat. I don't really have
okay.
anything.
That's all right. That was chat.
Yeah.
My bad. I was looking at
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So you can pull up, if you click on one of those, it'll make it big, and you can just look at that. Jaryu, what do you do next? You have the 2 drow behind you, and your death fungus farther behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'd like to just give, Picard a silent signal like I'm ready to go.
And you see Picard's paws drawing in the dirt and look up at you and stand to his full height as he kind of breaks through the circle that's around him and gets close to you and kind of says quietly, I wish you best of luck. I was about to call you Balma-san, but I realize now that might be in bad taste.
No offense. No offense taken. But you don't like this plan, do you?
And for the first time that you have ever talked with him, he actually looks like almost kind of awkward. He was not expecting you to say that, and he takes a second to kind of reposture himself and say, I will like it a lot if we can make it work. My doubts don't necessarily lie with you. They lie with the drow.
Well, I trust you'll have my back all the same.
And he nods, he says, yes, of course.
And I give like a hand signal to the 2 drow and start shuffling along towards the bridge.
Yeah, they kind of stumble forward. Your death fungus is like perpetually following, but always behind. As it drags itself.
Falling.
As it drags itself behind y'all.
Okay.
And the 2 drow are walking behind you. And one of the drow that's kind of been speaking a lot steps, like, kind of tries to, like, catch up to you almost, and looks down at you and says, so are we entering Fort Pike as your prisoners?
No, I'd rather it seem like the opposite. I'd rather you walk in front of me.
I see. And he kind of whispers something to the other drow in Elvish, and the 2 of them kind of get in front of you as you walk. And they bring you to the bridge. It's a large bridge built of stone that goes over the river. You can see that the bridge leads to the small island that Fort Pike rests upon, and directly across from the island on the other side is an identical bridge that brings to the other side of the channel. And
So,
you
This is a long start. This is a long stone bridge, David?
Yes.
What's the manner in which they raise it? Is it a drawbridge or like in the center? Like, how does this thing?
Yeah. It's a large stone bridge.
At the end of the stone, there's
on
wood.
the bank side of both the island and the coast of the river, it is stone. The large middle section of it is wood, which is where it gets drawn from. So even whenever it's drawn, there's a small section that you can walk
Okay.
upon. That's the stone part.
Okay, so stone, wood. Do I get
Oh,
this
you're
right?
drawing.
Stone, wood, stone.
Let me look.
Like, and this is the fort here. This is the shore side. This is the draw.
Yeah,
part?
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk forward onto the bridge, and I want to walk right, kind of like on the draw section of the bridge with the two drow in front of me, and I want them to stop.
And they both kind of awkwardly stop and kind of look at you. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're gonna wait for them to come meet us on the bridge.
How will they know to come?
Wouldn't you have sentries posted?
And the two drow kind of look forward a bit, and you can see Jaryu shadows kind of begin moving on the other side, on the island side. And a shout comes from the island side in a language that you don't understand. You're assuming either drow or elven. And one of the drow turns and looks down at you and says, "They're asking what's happening."
We'll tell them you have a potential ally at the gate. And send someone down to discuss.
His eyes linger on you for a second as he raises his voice again and yells out in Elven. Several moments go by, and you can hear the shuffling of metal armor as several drow begin to walk down the bridge to see you in the middle. You can see that it's a pretty well-decorated drow, especially compared to the drow that you've seen thus far that don't seem to be very well-decorated, as well as several like infantry men behind this drow.
Are there any wanted with them?
No, this is all drow.
Okay.
And the drow soldier walks up to you and looks at the two drow that are standing in front of you. And they begin to have a conversation in Elven that you don't understand. And after several sentences are exchanged between the two drow kind of pull apart, revealing you. And the well-decorated soldier steps up and looks down at you and kind of glances at you for several moments before finally speaking to you. "I do not understand the circumstances of our meeting."
Did your men not clarify?
They did, but it does not leave me any more explained.
I've explained to these drow several times that we are brothers in arms. Two members of cast-out tribes meant to linger in the Underdark. And this was the first opportunity my people have seen to meet with you.
How did you find up in this city? You're surely not alone, are you?
Not alone. I mean, there are members of my clan here.
And for what purpose?
A ruse, a ploy to get in to meet with you. Why else would I come here with two drow?
Roll a deception check for me.
Oh, we forgot to roll guidance.
Jaryu thinks to himself as he's in the middle of this lie.
All right, that's a pretty good number.
Yeah, let me roll for his insight check. And you watch as you feel as though he doesn't believe you, but he also doesn't not believe you enough to send you away.
I mean, can I explain that? It's also not completely a lie, right?
It's not, and that's why he's not sending you away, but it's all just a little strange. And he kind of looks you up and down again and says, "You speak of who you worship. Certainly it is not Lolth, but you know of her."
I do. Maybe more than some of you.
And how does that come to be?
I pray to her sister, and then I show them my seal of hail.
And when you show that, you can tell that the atmosphere of this conversation has changed. And the drow kind of looks at you and looks at the sigil and a lot more respectfully asks you, "May I see it?"
Absolutely.
And he takes it from your hands and kind of runs it over his palms and looks at it. And then hands it back to you and says, "This is surely a sigil of the Underdark."
And I'm gonna do something a little brazen here, and I'm gonna pull my robe off and expose my armor, which should be another indication of my Underdark roots.
And when you do that, several of the guard of this man kind of go to their swords. One of them kind of begins to prepare a spell in their hand. You watch as the magic kind of begins to flicker from their fingertips. But the man that is in charge doesn't react. He just kind of looks you up and down and examines your black armor with kind of dark black and kind of silver tips infringements across the edges. And he runs a hand through his white hair and looks at you again and says, "So what is it that you wish? An audience?"
Yes, with your captain.
And I want you to roll me an insight check when you say your captain. You can kind of see his face twitch a little bit as you say your captain. And he begins to turn and he says, "Yes, let's talk about my captain." And they begin to walk to the other side of the bridge. The two drow that you came with also kind of begin to walk with them.
Okay. I'm gonna leave my death fungus on the bridge.
He's just standing there.
Yeah.
And you can see that the guards on the other, like the island side that are just kind of monitoring bridge access are like have their hands kind of on their spears and are just watching the death fungus as he just kind of stays there like dead-mindedly. And the well-decorated drow soldier brings you onto the island and leads you to Fort Pike.
Okay, I immediately want to look around and see if I can count any Wanti.
Yeah, roll for me a perception check as you begin to look around. You quickly begin to glance around, trying to find any kind of Wanti presence that you can. And you are able to see that on the island itself are two towers, one at each bridge entrance onto the island. And at the top of those towers, almost like a sentry of sorts, you can see a Wanti or two at the top of them, kind of watching. But whenever it comes to the actual fort and the actual island, you are not able to see any Wanti among the population here. The people that are walking around the island, that are conversing, kind of like part of this this military community, they're all drow.
Okay, and I want to make a really obvious show, of like a really poor performance check, or that I'm looking around for these Wanti suspiciously, right? Like I want them to notice that I'm looking around for Wanti.
Okay. Let me roll a perception check from this decorated soldier. Yeah, he notices. And he kind of turns around and looks at you and says, "Are you looking for something?"
Yeah, I notice a lack of Wanti in the midst of your camp.
Yes, you will not find many here. This is a drow encampment. This is where we are allowed to stay, arm ourselves, rest. The Wanti have taken to the keep, and they have offered us the fort. And he kind of looks up to the towers and he says, "However, they do not completely leave us to our own devices."
I don't trust the serpents.
And when you say that, a couple of the drow that are walking with you kind of turn and glance at you. The decorated soldier does not say anything in return.
I don't glean anything from that though.
You can roll an insight check. No, not particularly. His silence is you weren't expecting silence.
Right.
And they lead you into the fort. With that, I want to go over to Yokizos and Fayil. Y'all are at the river's edge.
So yeah,
Kind of underneath the bridge a little bit.
When everyone jumps down, I go to Fail and I say, station yourselves on the south side of the island. I'm gonna go talk to the dwarves. And I turn and run off.
So 9 and me, and I got them. And we're on the edge, like kind of working our way up a little bit, but always staying on that south side. Hell yeah, like it.
And yeah, I hug the island, and then when I get near the ship, not near the big ship, I kind of like slink over to it, and I kind of hug the big ship towards where the dwarf, where I see the little dwarf boat kind of tailing behind it. Like completely invisible because the ship's so big in front of it, right? So, but like, they're invisible to the fort, but I find the boat.
Okay. Yeah, and you're looking for the little boat, is that correct?
Yeah, the little boat, the cannons, and the 4 dwarves.
Yeah, you roll a perception check for me to find this little boat. You can see the little boat kind of not off in the distance because it's not that far, but it's kind of like if you imagine the. I'm just gonna draw it. It'll just be easier. Actually, this might be an easier way to do it. You see the
vision is seen.
Oh, hold Yanni.
Where did this come from?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh yeah.
You can see
the
sea rat is the large ship, obviously, that the Rat King has been preparing with.
That's got explosives on it?
Yeah, this is like the ship. You can see, I'm imagining y'all are kind of over here, right? You see the smaller dwarf ship over here, kind of along the coast, but a little farther out.
Okay. Yeah, so I walk towards it.
Okay. Yeah, it takes several minutes to get there as you're kind of walking along the muddy coast.
So yeah, I'm not like hidden, so I'm just walking right up to him. So.
Yeah. Also, if y'all want to leave like writing or anything, if you go to the drawing tool, there is a text tool as well. If that helps at all.
New text mountains.
There it is. See, that's how I did it.
New text bridge.
Yeah.
New text bridge. It's back, baby.
It's back, baby.
If you double click it, it'll let you like edit it.
So I go to the dwarves and
and they kind of sit up as you walk through. They're like kind of just like laying around it, you know.
Yeah.
But as they see you come up, they all kind of like sit up, like their armor's off, so they're like grabbing like gauntlets and whatnot and trying to get them on quickly, so that you don't like you're kind of a commander here.
Yeah, I completely disregard the fact that they're not like. I mean, they've been chilling for a minute, so
yeah.
I don't care at all about that. So, I walk up
Hell,
and say,
Vermet.
Helen Velmet, it's time. We must raise the anchor to the sea rat and have it list towards the coast. When I
Oh.
blow the Balmic war horn, it is time to shoot it with the cannon. And then
And
once
the dwarves kind of look at each other, and they point at the big like flagship near the island. You want us to shoot the big ship?
the big ship will go big boom. Yes.
By Volma.
Shoot the big ship. Get out of the way, far enough away, where you shoot the big ship. It'll blow up. And then I want you to station yourselves on the northern bridge with the cannon at ready, in case any enemies were to try to cross it and start trying and basically keep them from trying to cross the bridge. If there are any, there might not be.
Do you want us to blow the bridge?
No. Unless otherwise, for now, no. If the plan changes, I will let you know.
I see. Okay. We will wait for your horn. And once we hear the horn, we will blow the ship.
Go ahead and go raise the anchor now and set it. Don't lower the sails or anything, but set it to slowly list towards the coast.
Ah, I see. We will slowly push it towards the coast, up against the rock, and then we boom it.
Yeah, you get out of the way of it, and then you boom it. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. You'll hear the Balmic horn. You know it well, right?
Aye.
And I just give him a nod with like a set of serious eyes, and then I turn around, hop back onto the water,
And as you begin to walk away, the dwarf kind of clears his throat and he says, Captain.
yeah, I turn and look at him.
We have... And he looks like almost kind of shy. We have decided to name this boat.
What did you name the boat that you're on currently? The cannon boat?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name?
The sea lizard.
Yukis just kind of straightens up a little bit. Like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, whatever.
Have you ever been in a boat before?
So I look at him, and then you see me look off into the, like, look up to the right, you know, like while I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, off into the distance.
And then I kind of look a little defeated because I think back on my shitty ass piece of crap boat that everyone met me on.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of look back at him and I'm like, no, not a real boat. Not a real dwarven made boat.
Well, maybe once we're back in Vonrig, we can have you at the helm of a ship.
I'll hold you to that. And then I turn around and walk back towards Fail.
Yeah, and as you're walking, you can hear them kind of begin to, not shout out in Dwarven, but kind of begin to issue commands in Dwarven to get the sea lizard off of the coast and into the river. And you meet back up with Fail.
Did Fail do anything in that time, or are you just chilling?
Yeah, Fail, what were you doing? Fail, I actually want you to roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Where is this? Oh man, lost my sheet.
Oh no.
That's right, my bad.
It's okay.
Oh, and
Oh,
since it's now
it's
the next
there.
day, I'm going to crush my Pearl of Power to gain back a level 3 spell slot. Because I get it at the start of the next day. And then I'm going to send a
What would you say that I needed?
Oh, sorry. Let File do that first. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Ahead of myself.
Perception, please.
Add it up. Perception. Okay, my bad, my bad.
Okay.
If something pops in my head, I don't want to forget it.
Not just fucking doing it. Oh, lame.
Nice. No, it's okay. You kind of glance over and can see Jaryu up on the bridge. I mean, you're just right there, right? Y'all are like down here. So you watch him as he goes to the middle of the bridge and stands, you can see him have a conversation with some drow that meet him out in the middle, and you're watching as they go off onto the island into the fort together.
Okay, so I'm specifically waiting for no one's looking our way to try to skate under. I don't know how long. I know magic doesn't last forever, so I want to go ahead and try to skate to that side and just be closer to the island instead of this side.
Through the water?
Yeah, while we're still, you know, doing our thing.
Oh, right. I forgot you had
but
your...
only if, I mean, I'm usually we're trying to be stealthy, and I'm waiting for the right moment, and then we're going to try to, get to, like, over here.
Yeah. Roll me a...
Yeah, get to that side.
Roll me a
I got Yoki's
stealth
back there
check.
too. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Stealth.
Yeah, you begin to kind of hop over the river. I like to imagine that some of this lack of stealth is due to the like uncomfortableness of walking on water. I feel like Fael would not be used to that. As with the troops behind you, they're all like kind of like awkwardly like stumbling over the river as they don't really trust the magic. And so the group of you kind of like stumble and hop your way over to the other side. And did you want to do this when Yokizos had come back? Or is he now on the other side alone?
I think that, yeah, we were watching for him, and as he made his way back towards us, we went ahead and took the opportunity because we saw bridge kind of clearing up to go ahead and run over, and assuming he's going to come that way as well.
Sure. Yeah, so the group of you make it across.
As he's heading back there, we're moving there.
Yeah, the group of you make it across. Fael, as you make it to the other side of the island, you are not instilled with confidence that you weren't completely undetected. As a result of your stealth check. You did not feel as though you crossed this river with much stealthiness.
Yeah.
You don't know that someone saw you, but you don't feel like it's impossible that no one didn't. Sorry, there's a lot of negatives in that sentence.
Don't never saw that you felt that you saw.
Yeah, I've been stealthing before, and I know the situation enough to know that it was not good. Yeah,
so
that's not how we're supposed to look.
It's not as though guards were pointing at you, but it didn't feel very stealthy. And Yokizos, as you come back to the meeting point, you see that they have crossed.
Yeah, I mean, I had assumed that they would be there, so I didn't run through the bottom channel. I actually went across. Oops, what the hell? I went the same route I got here in, so I hugged the sea rat, and then I went to the island, and so I walked back around and meet them on that side of it.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm cool with the end scene here, but I'm going to then pull out my Alhoon tentacle.
Oh.
And I'm going to consume it.
What does it taste like?
It's fucking delicious. Yokizos
really?
loves it. Yeah, Yokizos loves it.
Oh wow.
It's slimy. It's a little dried out and rubbery, but compared to some of this bullshit that humans and elves have been giving him, he's definitely enjoying it.
Yeah. Definitely the most Raptuan thing that you've eaten in a while. But again, at the same time, also very alien.
Yeah. Which is like right up my alley.
So, and
Yokizos
like
loves
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of eat it up, and as you eat it, it's almost like, you know those gifs of the cats where they zoom in on their eyes and they go from like a little slit to like zoom, and they get really, really big? That's how your mind feels as you eat it. It feels like constrained, and then zoom, like your mind just kind of like opens.
Yeah, my slender lizard pupils are now like full like shark smelled blood.
Yeah,
like, holy
they're
shit.
fully dilated. Fael, you have never ever seen Yokizos' pupils so big.
And I'm like, oh, it feels so fucking good.
I imagine it's a little scary.
Yeah, I would say it's probably a little unnerving as you like me eye contact with him. He's like almost like kind of tripping.
So yeah, and then I telepathically send a message to Jaryu saying that our men are stationed, the dwarves are sending the sea rat towards the island, and they will detonate it when I blow the Balmic Warhorn.
Yeah, and as you're walking, about to enter the Fort Pike, Jaryu, you just receive this message in your mind. It's a little like almost invasive feeling, as it kind of feels like Relamox.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
No,
I'm
but
probably used to it.
I even
yeah,
like it better
but
like
not
this.
from Yokizo's.
I even like it better like this. It feels like whenever the mind flayers are going into your mind, but it's like someone who doesn't know how to do it is doing it.
Mhm.
So it's very rough and like definitely
Yeah.
super
Stumbling.
invasive. Like
Yeah,
stumbling,
very
like it gives
invasive.
you a little headache a little bit. Just like God damn it, who the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
like way too loud, like a little too close, like the front of
exactly.
your head, where you're just like, oh god, like migraine. And you get a new appreciation for how smoothly and peacefully Relamox enters your mind. Okay.
5 stars on Yelp.
Yeah, 5 stars on Yelp for Relamox, not for Yokizos. And with that, let's end that here, and I want to go back over to the sewers. Let's get another round in, and then depending on where this ends off, we can finish off with roleplay. It's Rat King's turn. What is he gonna do?
King. Oh, space now.
He does. He's going
dead.
to move over just a little bit to get closer to you, Jin, and kind of say out to you, not loudly, but enough. What do you think next?
We got to take out this Wraith. What is this thing called?
The thing.
The big ass monster. Why do I have to keep telling people this?
That's funny. Okay, he cocks his pistol. One shot. And I like to think that, ooh, that misses. These gunshots, whenever they go off in the sewers, they like crack loudly, like they reverberate through the whole sewer, really kind of heightening the intensity of this battle, as one shot is able to penetrate the scales of this this creature. So he will take 13 of that damage. As it strikes him. And he's going to reposition himself right here. He's good where he's at. Ventus, it's your turn.
Okay, is the water elemental like engaged with the big monster? Like, could I flank the big monster with the elemental?
So I did summon him in the water with his 17 foot, so he is behind the monster thing. Because that was my idea, is I summon him in the water, and then however his height would be enough to grab the cube, so he's not on the pipe, he's standing in the water behind the Wraithlith.
Yeah, I would, since the Wastrelith attacked the water elemental last turn, with at least with his melee attacks, I will grant you that they're engaged in some kind of combat.
Okay. I'll move here to reposition to flank him a little better. Okay.
Sure. I'll move your thingy with you.
But I will attack with my katana. Let's go.
Yep, that hits.
And now I have a my battle claws have this ability that says when I hit with an attack roll. I don't know if it's an attack roll with my claws though. I can mark a target for death.
Yeah, I think what I meant was when you hit it with the claws.
Okay, sure. But okay, then I'll attack a second time with my katana.
Okay. That hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was from the
I did the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're good.
I hit it again. Let's go, David.
Wow, it's happening.
Got him.
I always get a
10. So here is 10 for you.
I should teleport again. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so amazing now. But this is actually perfect. Then I will use my bonus action to teleport.
Checks out.
behind the crocodile.
So are you going up on the rock?
No, can I go behind the
Like
big
in the
rock?
water?
Wait, can I be on the rock? Or is the alligator?
I think technically since he's an ally, you can end your space sharing it.
Alright, I will ride the giant alligator then.
Oh no, I put you outside. Okay. You are now on top of riding the giant crocodile.
I teleported on top of him.
Yes, yeah. And then you are now
The giant
over
alligator
here.
is so caught up in what's going on and doesn't even notice this little small bird on his back.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would notice at all.
And
Hey,
alligators
I get to
do
ride
let
thunder
birds
this
fly
time.
on their back and in their mouth weirdly. I don't know what that's about. Like real
I don't
alligators.
know. No, you're right, you're right. Like those cattle bird or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, very good. Let me take off your dodging.
That's my turn.
And Azos, it's your turn.
I'm swinging at Blobby.
Yes. The battle of the century. I don't think he's going to, but I really wish he would live.
Let's
no.
go!
I wanted him to try and eat you again so bad. Yeah.
And then with the Greater Weapon Master thing, I get or not Greater Weapon Master, just I get the extra, the Barbarian trait, I get the extra attack roll.
You do, which actually is clutch. But
Yeah.
I think it's actually impossible for you not to hit it, so you can just roll damage if you want.
Oh, okay. Wait, does it die? Did I kill it?
Well, so I'll reveal its stats.
I guess it's possible.
It has an armor class of 6, so like you're going to hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to roll my
Use
extra
means
attack
roll
to hit
damage
it?
to attack. Yeah.
Oh, that was my.
We'll do it again to see if it's a crit.
He did take the
Well-
one extra damage.
Hold on, because it survived with 1 health. So that 1 damage actually kills it.
God.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
Wow.
And the cube,
Dude,
like
that's actually really clutch. There's
It-
multiple
it's
reasons
actually-
why.
it's actually pretty crazy. That was a huge swing in the fight. As you bring down your great axe and you watch as the other ones, like you chop through it and it just kind of like recongeals back together. But this one you cut through it and it just loses all of its like stability. It just like oozes out.
Sloughs
And
off into
the-
the water.
Yeah, it just kind of like spills off and you can
Nice
hear the
goopy
splash of
splash.
water as the gel is just kind of dripping off from the pipe.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then, since I did get a kill, I actually did not have to use my other thing. Greater Weapon Master gives me the additional attack.
The
for
rats
finishing off the
live!
monster.
The
So,
rats live.
homeboy right here is getting double attacks from me.
Okay,
They'll both be reckless.
that hits.
Can you activate Greater Weapon Master for this one?
I can. Let me move this cube.
Cube's dead. Just get rid of him. Get him.
Poof. Alright. Let's see if I can kill him. Let's see what happens. I don't think so, but we'll see.
That does hit.
Yeah.
High roll, high roll, high roll.
Ah. Wow.
25.
You rolled a 1 into 25 damage. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, for real. And this is my bad. You are poisoned, so technically these all should be neutraled out. But I totally
Oh.
forgot, so I'm not going to take it away from you or anything. But that's for me to try and remember.
Neutral out, like what happens to me? Because I'm
Well, because you're attacking recklessly, you have
No
advantage.
No advantage.
Poison gives you disadvantage, so
it would
yeah.
all be normal.
But honestly, looking back, I mean, against the cube, that wouldn't matter.
Okay.
The only thing that I guess would matter would be the crit, but still. Like I said, my fault,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not.
Makes
punch
sense.
Because that was a
Okay.
pretty epic crit. Cool.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
awesome fucking turn.
I guess I would have killed it either way, right? It just would have been one attack on this thing and not two.
Yeah. I think between your two attacks, it still doesn't change much. So now we get the rule of cool. Okay. It is Lopin's turn. He's going back at it with his crossbow at this Wastrelith.
God damn.
And for all of you party members, I think that this would actually be quite the reminder of how far y'all have come and how special you are now at what you do. Because these, like, Lopin and Sornin are just, like, they're good warriors in their culture, but they're also just regular people, you know? Y'all are
That's just
above and
sad.
beyond special. And I think that this fight would really humanize that for y'all, which I kind of like.
Sornin's also like a desk clerk, so
That's true. That's true.
But he knows magic.
The monitor is going to go for his multi-attack again with a... He's going to try and bite out of your shoulder again. Just it's so funny that... He hits! He bites you! And he's also going to try to punch you. He's fighting the only way he knows how. And he takes 1 damage from trying to punch your armor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Practice fucking
Insane.
skills.
Insane.
Insane.
I'm so proud of him, to be honest. So
I don't even want to kill him anymore.
The swarm of rats are going to drop down from the pipe into the water. Whenever they enter the water and begin swimming with it, they have to make a Constitution saving throw like the rest of you. They fail, so they're going to take this amount of damage.
Oh no.
You watch as several of the rats that are swimming forward begin to die and fall off from the swarm, as the ones that are surviving are pretty badly poisoned. But they continue forward under the command of their king. And they go forward to bite the Wastrelith. And they don't penetrate the hard scales of this foreign creature. And Sornin, it's your turn.
Sornin's gonna go blast him. Is that Cube dead?
Cube's dead.
Wait, what about the
Cube-
other rats?
Oh yeah, the other rats are freed now. They're going to rush forward on the other side of this monitor and bite.
kill him.
With advantage from flanking, and I also forgot that they do have All Hail the King. They get another bite, as do the others.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Advantage though.
Yeah,
Advantage.
Will they get, yeah.
we need that.
Oh yeah,
Hey, you need
the
that
second one
advantage.
rings true. Now, unfortunately, they're a swarm, so the damage is actually less now.
Yeah.
They do 3 damage,
Got
and this
him.
one does get another attack.
Yeah.
With disadvantage now because of poisoned. Yeah, it doesn't mean much, but
Don't worry about damage. There's literally rats like biting on this motherfucker.
yeah, it's starting to get annoying.
Doing it.
Okay, Sornin, I'm so sorry. You do get your blast.
Gonna blast.
Who are you blasting?
It doesn't matter. He'll
So
miss.
anyways, let's start a blast.
No, Sornin, you can't think like this.
He's gonna blast the guy next to me. Hey, ensure yourself of a hit. Blast the dude next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast that guy. I'm gonna blast that monitor. That's
If
gonna
you
make
miss this one,
bad
considering
boys.
you missed the blob twice, you're better off dead anyway. So
14. That's a hit, Sornin.
Hey, Sornin killed me quick.
You watch as a blob of gray and black purple magic flies over,
Oh, nice
comes
roll.
over your shoulder, Aslos, as it strikes the monitor right in the chest as he kind of grapples backwards.
Does he die?
He does not. He barely holds on to life.
Oh man, I wanted to
I
send
know.
Athos one of those gifs of
Oh
like
my
the guy that
God.
turns around and gives a little nod.
Yeah, no, that would have been sick. But I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Thunder, Thundercroc. It's your turn.
Okay.
Water.
How do
Elemental.
How do you use recharge abilities? Oh, never mind.
So
I do not recharge.
Well,
them.
5.
yeah, there you go.
He's going to stay because he can occupy the same space as his enemy. He's just going to stand right on top of him and basically like punch his chest, trying to hit the bracelet.
I'm gonna let you be there. I'm just gonna move you just so I can access the token.
Nope.
My immersion.
Hey, wait. If
Yeah,
the rats
immersion's
are
dead.
technically on the bracelet, does that give anything?
I don't know.
So I can't see what the conjure elemental, because there's something about if I like lose concentration, it's still alive or something.
Let me try and pull it up for you. Conjure elemental. If your concentration is broken, the elemental doesn't disappear. Instead, you lose control of it, and it becomes
Yeah.
hostile towards you and your companions, and it might attack.
Yeah.
Let me apply concentration to you because I forgot that that's concentration.
Okay, so it has its own turn. So his attacks is not a basic attack or anything for my or bonus attack. So yeah, he's
Okay,
used his
yeah,
attack
that's right.
action and he's going to slam the wrist lift. But my question was, if the rats are on it, does that help with anything?
Yeah, let me double check the rules on flanking. Just to be sure. Did I remember if it's like,
'Cause I remember we had a
actually like
specific
this,
thing with
or
the
if it's
rats.
like this?
Well, because when the rats attack, they're on top of somebody, right?
Oh.
That's how we did it the very first encounter with them, with the spiders and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can say that they're on top of them. I don't think that's flanking. I'm thinking of flanking is more like it's more like a tactical thing, right?
What if he's on top of them? Self flank.
And punch the rats. No, I'm just kidding.
Ugh,
That does not hit.
God damn it. Useless!
Useless.
Giant crocodile roars out, useless. To his water elemental.
It is your turn, giant crocodile, as well.
Yeah, and giant crocodile is going to do all giant crocodile things. And I'm going to first tail whip as my bonus action. Because I could, well, I think I could do both. That's fucking confusing. Hold on.
Looks like this is your multi-attack. One with its bite,
Multi-attack,
one
yeah,
with its
so I
tail.
can use one bite, one tail. So I'm going to first tail whip the shit out of him.
Okay.
Out of the guy that's in front of me.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, so close.
And then I'll turn around and bite him.
Okay. That hits.
Yeah! So,
You sink your fangs into him.
And he needs to roll a DC 16. It's for grapple. It doesn't tell me what he has to roll.
I think that by
dexterity,
biting him, there's only a check to escape it. He's grappled right now.
Okay. So yeah, I have this zomboy grappled in my giant ass crocodile mouth, and it looks cool
Yeah.
as shit.
It does. And yes, he is grappled inside of your jaws.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, super cool. It's now the Wastreless turn. He's gonna do his thing. His multi-attack. He is going to do his melee attacks onto the elemental right in front of him.
No!
I think that only makes sense. So he's going to sink his jaws into the water. Kind of funny sounding. He takes a big chomp. We discussed this while you were gone.
Piercing?
This is non-magical physical, so I did half last time.
Yep. exactly.
Because it's just he's just biting and scratching. So he gets 2 of these.
Hits. Low ass armor class.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's just water. But boy, is he soaking damage.
Yep. He's soaking damage that could have been hitting anyone else.
Yeah.
Makes it
And he is now going to use his grasping spout, not sprout. And he is going to use it on the Rat King. And Jin, you watch as the 2 of you are like kind of in conversation, like you're talking, right? He was asking a question, and you can see out of your peripheral the water whip spring up as it reaches over and grabs around his waist and yanks him down into the water once again. And so he's going to take 23 acid.
Why does this keep happening?
And since he's in the water, he needs to make a con saving throw against the water. He's going to take an additional poison and is now poisoned as you watch him in the water. And the Wasterlith is going to use its movement to dive underwater. Shoom. And Jen, it's your turn.
So I watch the Rat King get snatched. And is the Rat King also submerged, or is he just like
No.
waving?
He just, whenever you get pulled, you simply get pulled to the creature into the water, but you aren't like grappled by it or anything.
Okay.
Or like a grab.
I guess I'm gonna hop onto the crocodile's back with Ventus.
Yeah.
Crocodile is
Make me a
totally
quick-
cool with this.
I like help him up here.
Yeah, make a quick athletics check.
Easy.
Just to make sure you can make this jump. Reminiscent of first session vibes. Let's see how far you've come, Jen.
Athletics or acrobatics?
He doesn't have the giant fat D20 to roll.
This
so.
is I believe this is athletics. You're just straight jumping.
Let's go.
And you have learned so much in these past couple years as you find your footing and leap across this passage and end up on the rock and climb up on the gator's back with Ventus as the 2 of you are mounted on it.
I also flip while jumping.
Oh, dude, if only Ripjaw was on top of this crocodile with us.
Yeah. The most ridiculous sight on this small rock, an alligator with a thing in its mouth and 2 people riding it.
So, question for you: can I use my bonus action and ready in action?
Yes, readying an action just replaces your action, and then the bonus action you can do regardless.
So, because I've only used half my movement, can I go into stealth on top of the crocodile's back with advantage?
Oh, is that a thing that you have?
Yeah, Supreme Sneak. If I only use half my movement, I get advantage.
I mean, yeah. I mean, by every part of the rule, you used half your movement. I would like to think that maybe whenever you're on this alligator's back, you aren't like riding it like a horse like Ventus is, but maybe a little sneakier as you're kind of getting on it.
I'm like under one of the big,
just-
like
just
fin scale
walking
thing.
as well.
Yeah, a little strategically, but yes, yeah, you can roll a stealth check as your cunning action, bonus action. And the Wasterlith is underwater, so it can't detect you. I'll roll a perception check for this guy. who does not detect you, and a perception check for this guy, who definitely does not detect you.
Yeah.
So you
He's
are
in the dude's mouth, right?
yeah, you are invisible to the battlefield.
Okay, I'm gonna ready an action that when the sea monster emerges from the water, I'm gonna throw Umbra at him.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I think that works totally fine. And yeah, you are currently hidden. Okay, it's the experiment's turn. That is caught in the jaws of this giant crocodile. I believe it can still attack. So it's just going to try and attack the alligator that has its body in its mouth. And it's not able to do anything. It just kind of jabs at you, but it doesn't penetrate your scales in any way. Yeah, that's a round 5. We'll start next session with round 6. This combat's getting spicy. And I am keeping tabs of everything that you're killing.
Y'all are on that crocodile.
I know.
Yes.
I didn't even realize there's a guy under
Yeah,
the crocodile
I'm
too. I was like, oh.
Dog and Blob are
It's in
dead,
his
dude.
mouth, dude.
They are, dog and
and
Blob are
Blob.
down.
Crocodile's mouth right now.
So
Jesus.
funny.
Jen,
That
like-
water elemental is
I
pretty
can
clutch.
see it on the back end of it, kind of. It's huge, right? It's a huge.
Dude,
Oh,
there
yeah,
was,
this
there
thing
was
is
like
room
several
huge on
different
the
kinds of
back side
elementals
it,
that
and on
could
the
summon.
side
I
of it,
didn't
like
know
hanging off
existed.
on it.
Like what, Jacob?
Like, hold on, let me cast it without a spell slot. So like, I can have water, storm, lightning, ice, 4 elements, fire, air, darkness, energy, magic, conjuration, doki doki, crescendo, and chord.
Doki Doki.
When Doki
Yeah.
Doki was an option and you
You
chose
didn't know
water.
what Doki Doki is right now. Like,
What
you
is a
gotta tell me what
Doki
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 elemental?
is right
I don't
now.
know, but it's
Where
on
does
my
it say
list.
Doki Doki?
Whenever I go to cast a spell, that's the options that pop out.
Oh, from like Foundry itself.
Yeah.
How do you spell
Oh.
it?
But what does it mean?
Yeah, how do you spell it?
D-O-K-I, D-O-K-I, or D-O-K-I
This makes me-
D-O-K-I.
Makes me think
That
of
was my guess.
Doki Doki
Oh,
Literature
yeah.
Club.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I don't even see where that exists.
I can't
Dude, it
find
shows
it.
up with just a giant anime.
Yeah, cast it. See what happens when you make it.
It doesn't. I can't cast it. 'cause
Three
I
point
I
don't
can
five
find
E
it.
monster.
It
I can
shows
find
up
it
in one of
Some
the,
weird
like,
waifu
anime
going.
girls wearing the school outfit.
Yeah, you guys have never heard of Doki Doki
I'm
Literature
seeing it right
Club?
off the bat.
It just like charms you. It just charms everyone.
And then kills itself.
The whole battlefield has to roll in.
I cannot
I got
find
cherubs.
anything
cherubs
on
in
this.
I feel like
The
Lyle's the
only-
only one that knows what Doki Doki
Literally?
is.
I know. I
Whenever I-
thought the 3 existed. Or like
Wait,
4.
can you cast it again just to see what happens when you click
I
that?
can't. So I can't choose Doki. I can't choose it. Maybe David can, but like I don't know how to cast it in the spell.
Oh.
Whenever I Google search Doki Doki D&D 5e, this is the only thing that comes up.
Let's start a Doki Doki Dungeons & Dragons club.
There's a Doki Doki in 3.5e.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm looking at that
And it's
one.
like a
pretty-
baby. It's a
tiny
very
baby cherub stands there
cherub.
with a small red.
Oh no.
But this is a
These
a
tiny
homebrew
cherubs
site,
are
so that's
sometimes
not
mistaken
even.
for angels.
What the fuck, bro?
I have
cool,
no
though.
idea what that is.
We could have Doki
This
Doki
cherub has a
Literature
charm
Club,
and a
and he
love
chooses
bow
to
and a-
polymorph every spell, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what are we
weird because like
doing?
I don't even think like lightning elemental's not a real one. Neither is storm elemental. It's fire, earth, air, and ice.
Oh, I've only ever heard of the very like central ones, 4
That
or
is
5
so.
of them. Right?
I'll look into that.
I want
That's
to know
interesting.
what a darkness elemental is.
Wow.
Like, that sounds fucking cool.
It reminds me of like a Dark Archon from Brood War.
Oh hell yeah, dude, Archons are super.
The fact that it's included in that module is also pretty interesting.
I love
Oh,
Doki
darkness
Doki.
elementals do exist. Holy shit.
Dude,
Yeah, I can
Creature
feel
of
it in
shadow
those.
and death given life, hating all life and light. They're summoned at midnight or deep underground by elder priests of dark gods. Shit. I should have started with
Yeah,
that
it looks
guy.
like it's a 3E monster. The artwork for it is kind of funny.
They dislike combat.
It's cool though.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get brought over to 5E.
Yeah,
They do
because
have
elementals
better
are pretty
photos of
basic
it.
in 5e.
They do have.
Yeah.
some better photos of
I
it.
like this image way better.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool shit. It's
Yeah,
kind of like Nocturne.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Embrace the dark.
That is cool. There
Looks
is
like a
a
wraith.
shadow. Yeah, there's like shadow devils, shadow demons, I think,
Like
that are in 5e. That are like kind of like that,
I like
but
that one.
this is a
Doki
shadow
Doki.
demon.
Doki Doki.
Yeah, there's Doki Doki.
Oh,
for
yeah.
That's
The Doki Doki elemental.
you. She pops out like
This-
that, and everyone rolls a
Yeah.
Constitution save.
This is the savior from the wasterless that we needed. Not this water elemental.
Has anyone actually played Doki Doki besides me?
I've never even heard of it. I have no idea what it
I've
is.
seen people like
That's
finish the
never
game.
been a thing in my life.
It's super fucked up.
It's Waco's kind of game, dude. That's all I gotta tell you.
Well, it's like it plays like one of those like waifu simulators, but like the game starts breaking the fourth wall, and you have to like go in and delete game files, and then like all the girls start killing themselves. It's super fucked up.
It's weird.
Oh, they kind of
That's
had that
funny.
on.
Crazy.
What's the name of that show? Gravity Falls. They had something kind of like that on there. Weirdly.
Yeah, the ending's cool though. I like that fourth wall breaking concept.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I only watched like the ending because like 90% of the game is like actually like a dating sim.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody like told me about it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it out. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the game just starts getting really weird, and like it'll like reset in the middle of the game, and then you'll come back and like you'll realize, yeah, one of the characters has like hung herself in the closet because he didn't like her, and like it's so fucked up.
That is crazy.
What?
Poor game.
And that's an elemental in D&D.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, good session, guys. I gotta go.
GG.
But that was fun.
Sounds good.